877. We be big.
'Cause I was born lonely down by the riverside. None to spin a fortune wheel. I rolled dice, and I was just 13 when I had to leave home. Knew I couldn't stick around. I had to roll.
Bubba, as we get back, yesterday, rumors began to float around, not only about us taking over cities in Iraq and people celebrating, but the trickling in of Bubba has gotten stuck in his truck again. You need to clear that up.
Well, Wes Melton, who has become a friend with Land Resource Group, we were out looking at some land yesterday, and I told Wes I thought it might be a little wet to go out there. And
are you just on a land tear
well,
right
we're
now?
just looking. It's kind of a hobby now, you know.
I mean, but you will just are you living the own Bill Bubba Bussy manifest destiny? What are you doing?
You know, I just like looking at it, really,
right.
And trying to get more educated on the subject. But Wes, many of you probably know Wes, and he played football at Ole Miss. And played there for a while, and so we got to talk football a little bit yesterday. And
what position did Wes play?
He played. I think he played. Gosh, he tell me it was guard.
Was he thinking blocking?
Let's see. What did he tell me now? That's gonna make me crazy because he was talking about some of the things he had to do, and I think he got to do several.
Was
things.
it interior lineman, bottom line?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Does he think he can block me?
He didn't say. He said he would like to meet you sometime.
Okay.
And
that's fine.
And his partner Connor Farmer, who he played at UNA,
right?
And so there's a lot of football talk there.
That's good.
All that. So
I'd enjoy that.
Well, Wes, and we went in Wes's vehicle because the road we were on had really just been fixed not too long ago. Like they just had bulldozed
Now,
it.
why were we down in your truck? Did you not feel good about it?
I knew that it was too wet.
Okay.
Rick, there's places you just can't go.
Right, no matter what.
No, not unless you have a tank. And then they have things that can pull you out still.
Sure.
Well, we did pretty good to begin with. And we made it through a couple of spots that were really kind of shaky. But we had to go back in one more time. You know, we'd been in, got back out on there, had to go back in
Couldn't
one
leave
more
well
time.
enough alone, could you?
And, I told Wes I was, a little concerned about the way it was looking, but he was very confident. And he even pointed out later, if I had just stayed a little more to the left here, I'd have been okay. But when I got over here and got stuck, and, we tried to rock out a little bit, and I said, well, Wes, do you think we could put like a log or a little tree or something under the wheel? Because that's what I did last time to get out. And he got out and looked, and he said, no, I don't think that'll do.
So he had to call, hey, this is unsavable. There's no need to even get dirty.
Well, then I got out and looked at it because I was inside and I had a lot of paperwork.
Did it lock
By the
down
way,
pretty
I was
good?
freezing to death yesterday.
When you went in, did it bog down in there pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and the more you try to get out, the deeper you dig.
Sure.
And, Rick, it was, when you can't see the tailpipe and the bumper is barely visible, you go, sticking something on the tire is not going to help.
And you also need to get out of it and cut it off. Because now carbon... I
know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
And so it was bad. But we had a lot of fun yesterday. But Wes said, well, I guess this will be topic for fodder. And I said, yep, pretty much. But, not to miss an opportunity. I always like to think marketing, Rick, because we're just trained to be that way.
That's our deal.
I told Wes, because he had his website on the back window and had a sign on the door, I said, get over there and let me make a picture of you next to your vehicle, and you need to run an ad with that in it and say, we will show you the land. You know what I mean? No matter what, we will show you the land.
No matter what the weather, no matter what the situation out there, get in the truck, see the land. Don't think that we refuse to show you the land because the weather's bad.
So we had a little fun
Now,
with
we
that.
might get bogged down and you end up walking.
Right. And I got cold yesterday. And, when you got used to it being like 80 and then it goes back to 40, it seems like it's actually about 20.
Well, I like cold weather and I like cool weather, but let me tell you what also I like. I like when a season's done for it not to come back.
Yeah, it's like you're done, we'll see you next year. Don't keep coming back.
Don't double back on us.
The good news is we did not have to walk very far to get back to my truck, which I had strategically parked close enough that if we just went over the hill, we'd be at it. So I felt very good about that move.
Let me ask you this: since you had caught grief about getting stuck, did you let Wes off the hook, or did you let him have it pretty good?
No, he was already on himself pretty good because he had called and called Connor and Connor's uncle, who eventually is going to pull him out with a bulldozer probably, he just went ahead and said, well, I'm over here, I'm stuck. But I guess if you're out there trying to make deals and you're a land guy, that you get used to that. That's just, they consider that just like, well, part of the project.
It's kind of like us going, yeah, I'm sleepy and have a splitting headache. Sure.
Yeah, sure. That's just another day at the office.
That's part of it.
Right. I can't hold my head up. It's 2 in the afternoon, but I'm okay.
Yeah,
sure.
So that's did I tell you on that note that I